Good morning, everybody. This is Grant Russell with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. It is Friday, December 16th. Not too early for a early Christmas present. So behind me here we have a 2023 Renegade Verona 36 VSB. I was going to walk through it. This is an available one too. If you have interest in a shorter Super C motorhome, this is a great option for you. So why don't we start out and we'll go to the other side here. So first of all, as we're coming around, you'll notice it is a Freightliner. This is a Freightliner M2106 that they build the Renegade Veronas on. The M2106 is going to come standard with an 8.9 liter, 360 horsepower Cummins diesel engine, 1,150 pound-foot of torque. As you can also see with the front engine, we've talked about how easy it is to access everything, like your filters, your water separator, your power steering fluid, the dipsticks on your transmission fluid, the oil dipstick is all easy to get to. So for those of you that work on your own vehicles, do your own service, this is a plus. It does have soft close on it. Something to point out, right here in the very front of the windshield here, the Veronas, the Renegade Veronas come standard with the adaptive cruise, the safety assurance package where you've got lane assist. So that's your camera there. It's kind of looking for your lane. When you get to 20 miles an hour or faster, then it finds your lane that you're in. So if you start to drift any to the right or to the left, it'll warn you by buzzing you in the speakers. It'll buzz you on the right side or buzz you on the left side as you drift out of your lane. Just something to point out. It's kind of a cool feature that Renegade does. One other feature I noticed this one came with, if you notice down below here, we've got the American racing wheels. That is an option that this particular motorhome got. It gives it a nice sporty look. Goes great with the exterior on this one, which this exterior is ingot. Coming down the line here, we've got your fuel fill. You can fill for both sides. You got two 50-gallon tanks, and then you have your DEF tank here as well. So you fill the diesel fuel for both sides. They're two 50-gallon tanks that are connected to one another, and then your DEF's going to be only on the driver's side. I've got the slide in right now, so it's easier for me to get to these bays. So if you come to the first bay here, this is going to be where your batteries are located. You've got two chassis batteries, and over here these green top batteries here, these are an option that this one came with. So you have 300 amp hour lithium batteries. So this has 3 of them across the way there. And then it also has, up top here, we've got the Victron Energy. It's just showing you how many amps, voltage levels you got on the batteries. Way in the back, I don't know if you can get a shot of this. Way back here, I'll try to put my hand on it. Back here, this cap comes off. And that is where your air, this is where you can plug in. You've got a 50-foot air line that comes with the coach. I'll show you that when we get to the other side, but that's where you tap into the air system on the coach. If you need to put air in other vehicle tires, air in the tires on the coach, you can tap into the air on the coach to use that compressor. If you notice how easy that was for me to close the door, I always like to brag about Renegade. They do the dual latch lock mechanism when you're opening and closing these doors. Really makes life a lot easier when you're going around opening and closing the doors on any RV. In this bay, running right now, we've got the 250D diesel aqua hot system. That's what heats your hot water for the coach. You've got continuous hot water, and it also provides heat for the coach. So when we go inside there, this hand's cold right now, but when we go inside there, we'll get to warm up. I'll try to hurry up, Jody. I know you're like, hey, it's cold out here. Let's go. Next bay down. Basically, this is going to be you got two 75-gallon tanks. One's your gray tank, one's your black tank. Renegade does the holding tanks down below here. There are heat pads on the holding tanks. So for winter camping, you can turn your heat pads on. That keeps the water inside of these tanks heated. If we come down to this bay here, so over here is that's where the gray and the black water come out, and then you run it out the bottom here, and so you can close your door. But in this bay, this is where your gate valves are located. So you get your black water gate valve, your gray water gate valve. This is where you pull your handles to release the water to dump. So it's a gravity dump system. This coach is winterized right now, but it does have a whole house water filtration system that goes here. It comes with a sprayer. There's a low point drain spigot here. There's an actual water spigot here for water coming out, and then the water going in. This pulls all the way out, so that's your city water feed going into the coach. Place to store your sewage hose. There's sewer flush up top here on the top right. Basically, we give you a class on showing you how all this stuff works, but just to give you a general idea where those things are located. And again, closing these doors, nice and tight. They're not bouncing back on me or fighting me any. Earlier, I paired to this Verona using the mobile device, so I thought I would demonstrate this. So if I want to run this slide out manually and I'm outside, I'm at a rest stop, and I want to make sure I don't hit the big 18-wheeler next to me or something. If I want to run my slide out, or at your park or something like that, you can actually go into your settings on the phone and literally run the slide out using your mobile device. So as that's going out, just point out down below here, that's your exhaust. As you can kind of see the black marks on the ground there, so that is the exhaust on the generator. I've got the generator running right now. No, excuse me. The Aqua Hot. The Aqua Hot's up front, that's plumbed to here. So that's the exhaust on the Aqua Hot. The generator's running in the back, so that exhausts out the back. We already went in that bay. Okay. They all come equipped with an 8,000 watt diesel generator. It is running now. Just keep power to the batteries, keep everything going. It is not needed when you're running the furnace. If you're running the Aqua Hot, the 250D, all you need is a 12 volt turned on, and then you've got to ignite the diesel when you turn the system on. But this just keeps the batteries up, so we'll keep everything charged. It does have heat pumps, so if you get above freezing, you can use the heat pumps to keep it warm inside as well. And in this bay is where your transfer switch is located. It's also where your 50 amp power cord is located. You can run the 50 amp power cord out the hole down in the floor. That way you can close this door when you're plugged in to shore power. On the back here, we've got a molded rear cap. So there's no seams running down the side of your coach, no leak points, anything like that. So it gives you a nice structural integrity of the coach. It gives you a nice solid rear wall on it. Same thing with the front cap. It's got a molded front cap. This has the optional Verona cab over bunk, which we'll see when we go on the inside. Down below you can see the hitch here. We've got a 20,000 pound tow rating on your hitch. It does come with this Voyager system here is for video. If you've got audio video hooked up to a tow vehicle or tow trailer, maybe on the inside or on the exterior of a tow trailer, you can actually toggle between truck camera or trailer camera by using that Voyager system. And then this one here, it's pre-wired for brake controller. Here's the exhaust. Oh, that feels good on the the generator. Get a little heat on my hand. All right, bed slide here. Let's left that out. When we go inside, we can see it all set up. Let me open these up. So we're on the patio side now, so this is going to be great storage. So if you go down to this bay here that you're looking at, it does go under the rails. So if you've got larger items that you need to put underneath, paddle boards, golf clubs, fishing poles, camping chairs that are oversized, you've got plenty of room. And then again, more storage here, all the way down. In this bay here, you'll see the 50-foot air hose I was talking about earlier. These are slide locks. So basically, if you're going to be traveling on roads that you're not really sure how great the roads are in certain states, you can put these in place when the slides are in, so that keeps them tight going down the road, especially if you get on any bad roads. And then right here you have another kind of access point in the floor, if you will. So if you wanted to unscrew this, you can plug in. There's an electrical outlet up here in this bay. If you need any electrical power, you can tap into the coach power, run the cord out, close the door, gives you some power outside. Then for entertainment purposes, we got an outside entertainment. We got Samsung LED TV with the sound bar. And then earlier I was running that slide out with the mobile device. You can also run the awning. I'm not going to do it right now, but this awning comes out about 10 feet, gives you nice coverage over the awning. When we go inside, it's nice and warm. Okay. Okay, so we are inside a 36 VSB floor plan. This one came equipped with, we've got theater seating here. These are nice and comfortable theater seats here. You've got some good storage underneath here for your remotes. A couple of drink holders. They will recline. You want to kick back, they're not wall harness, so they recline forward. And then overhead, I always like to demonstrate the storage bins on a Renegade. You notice as I'm going down each one of these cabinet doors, every one of them stayed open. They use the heavy duty hinges on all their cabinetry work. So if you're loading your cabinets, you just saw how simple that was to open. So you're not sitting there fighting your cabinets falling down when you're trying to load stuff in your overhead cabinets. So you probably notice a cushion in this cabinet here. What's that cushion for? So this cushion actually finishes the dinette. In these dinettes, you get a couple of cushions. It's actually best if you do this on this end. That kind of fills that the space on the table, and this table will drop all the way down, and it'll fit flush on these ledges here, so that creates a bed all the way across there. But gives you pretty good counter space. This is all Corian countertops throughout the whole coach. Kind of jumping back and forth, sorry about that. I've got the overhead bunk area. I mentioned to you outside, this has a molded front cap. So this gives you additional sleeping. This pushes forward, so it makes it easier getting in and out of the captain's seat area. You'll notice a television up top. So if you got grandkids, kids with you, and you want to close this off, you can put this all the way across, and they have their own, it's like their own little room up there. It's kind of cool. Pull that forward. There are little latches in here that hold it in place. It does come with a ladder. With that in place there, makes it easier to get up to the bunk area. These cushions are backwards right now, otherwise I'd fix it, but they do sit flush in there. It gives you like almost like a queen size bed, actually. Maybe a little bit smaller, double bed. Then you got the overhead Samsung LED TV here for the living area. There's a little pull strap here that releases it. You can pull out and angle it over to the dinette area if needed. And then I'm just going to kind of show you some things I may have missed as we came in here. We've got the equalizer system. It's got hydraulics, automatic hydraulic leveling system. All RVs are going to come with the fire extinguisher. This is a great location right at the entrance there. Don't ever want to have to use it, but it's for peace of mind. Battery disconnects down below here. Your entry step override, that way the step doesn't go in and out every single time you open and close the door. And then the E-start, it's an emergency start, so you can merge the batteries together if you need to crank the engine using the house batteries or crank the generator using the chassis batteries. Some good overhead storage in the kitchen area. All your countertop space are flush. So these are just your sink inserts. You got solid surface, single sink. And then over here on this side we've got induction cooktop, convection microwave oven. Up overhead we've got the entertainment center area, so if you needed to add receivers or game systems to it, you've got some additional shelving here. Comes with the Blu-ray player. Your over-the-air booster is located over here for getting local signal on your local television stations. And then down below we've got some good storage here. We've got a place for dedicated trash area. There's also some storage back behind there. All the remotes, things that come loose, anything that comes loose for the coach usually comes shipped in one of these drawers. But you got full extension drawer glides. And right here you're going to have, this is how Renegade does it, but you've got the house fuses are here, your breaker box. So this is going to be for your, this particular receptacle is for your inverter output. Anything that's hardwired to the inverter is ran through this, and then down below here is your main power source, and that's where your breakers are located. And coming down inside here, you can see here, this is I've got it set right now on the mirror ID and PIN. You can reset those, but that's how I paired my mobile device earlier. Basically you just go down in here to settings, mobile app, you can pair your mobile device. But in the home screen you can see what you can view is your holding tanks, your water pump, your tank heaters, your master light switch, your automatic gen start. You can check on the house and chassis batteries, so that's the main screen. You can check on all the lights throughout the coach in this screen. This is going to be your electrical generator, inverter control, charge control. Skipped over thermostat for the front and the rear. You've got actual bay controls, so if you want to set the heat, the aqua-hot system in the bay, you can do that. Fan controls, toilet vanity fan controls, slide controls, and then back to the settings. Now again, everything I just showed you there is available on the mobile app. Pantry storage. So the top one you get Some adjustable shelves, and the bottom one you get some pull-out shelves. 2 large ones, 2 small ones. Refrigerator. Let's see, this is open. Yeah. And then a nice large residential refrigerator. This is going to be where your ice bin's located. Freezer drawer down below. And there's a freezer drawer to the right here as well. I really like the system that Renegade uses to lock the refrigerators. Just a little flip of the switch there, flip of the switch there. Keeps everything nice and tight when you're going down the road. No wasted space. So for you taller fellers, you can almost reach all the way back there. I can't quite reach, but might need a stool to get all the way to the back, but there's some good storage overhead here. Okay, coming around to the back. Before we go all the way back, point out you do have a pocket door to close off your living room to the mid-bath area. As we're coming back, you'll notice it does have stackable washer and dryer. And then as we're coming down the line here, we've got another panel, just like I just showed you in the kitchen. These mirror off of one another, so if you change the system up front, they do feed off one another. And then overhead here, we've got a nice medicine cabinet, adjustable shelves in the medicine cabinet. And then down below, we've got some nice countertop space. Again, this is all Corian, and it's all one solid piece all the way through, so it makes it easier for cleaning up. And then over to the side, we've got the toilet and the shower. We've got this winterized right now, but I'll step in here. Again, I'm 6'2". I got plenty of headroom, plenty of room here even with this closed up. I got pretty good elbow room here. It is winterized right now, so that's why the head's on the floor. And then your toilet, it says porcelain toilet. Got the macerated flushing toilet, so it's not like one of your, like a travel trailer type of a, or fifth wheel type of a foot flush type of a toilet. You push a button to fill the water, and then push a button to empty it and dump it down. And then overhead here, we've got some good storage for this room. Toiletry items. You'll notice there's a vent right here. So this, when this door is closed, this closes off. You got the pocket door to close this room off. So this actually has some air for this room. We come in the back. So this one has an RV king, and you got some shelving on both ends of the bed. Actually, I take that back. This is the queen, so they offer a queen size bed for this floor plan, and this got it. So you get these additional shelves on both sides of the bed. It's kind of nice because you've got a little place to put your keys, your wallet, other things, like anything just to get out of the way. And again, you have some good overhead storage all the way across. There's some overhead light switches here for the coach. If you come across this way, we've got some storage, some wardrobe storage. I don't know if I mentioned this, but there's two 15,000 BTU air conditioners with heat pumps throughout the whole coach. This comes out, so if you've got longer garments, you can pull this out. And then the bedroom has its own dedicated Blu-ray player, and then down below here it's got hookups if you want to add an additional receiver. This particular coach did come with the satellite dish. And you got more storage here. 4 nice sized drawers. Again, soft close. Notice as I'm opening and closing them how simple that is. Bless you. All right, and then 150 gallons of fresh water. Here's how Renegade does it. You get two 75-gallon tanks. Your water pump, your low point drain line, everything's easy to get to here. So if you're working on the coach, you're winterizing it in the cold, you turn the heat on, you be inside when you're doing all that. So actually kind of a nice feature there. All right, let's go back up front. I want to double check that. Yeah, 60 by 74 queen bed memory foam mattress with the nightstands. I'm used to seeing a king back there, but that threw me off a little bit. All right. So you notice I just pushed that forward and how simple that was for me to get into the driver's seat. Something to point out there. Renegade, I mentioned to you when we were on the outside how it has the adaptive cruise, lane assist, collision avoidance, those kind of safety packages. So I'm going to fire it up, and you're going to hear a little buzz here in just a minute. I believe they still do that unless it changed for 23. It's just booting up here. There they go. So that's just letting you know that the system's booting up, and now it's ready to search for a lane. You'll notice in the actual dash cluster, lower this down, it says lane searching right there. I'm not sure if you can see that on the film there, but reason it says lane searching, we're not moving, but once you get going and you get to 20 miles an hour, that's when this will actually find your lane. This disappears, lets you know you're in the lane, so it has that lane searching feature. So it also Renegades come standard with the Garmin. Did I get this to come on? Turn that off. It's not booting on right now, but this has AM, FM, XM, Sirius satellite radio, your side cameras, your backup camera, your Garmin GPS, all that is built into this monitor here. May need to be charged up, that's why it's dark right now. But also, they do come with TPMS. That's one thing that Renegade will have these equipped with. So you have tire pressure monitoring system on a Renegade Verona. And then this little system over here, the no CMS, no collision mitigation system. That's because it's not activated right now. This is what coincides with the system up top here. And the screen will actually change colors as you're approaching a vehicle and you get closer to it. I believe it turns orange to yellow, or yellow to orange to red, or something like that. It changes colors as you're getting too close to another vehicle. You can see the adaptive cruise control there. So that's just that feature operates that. And then some of the M2106 features. You've got the rear locking locking mechanism here. You have docking lights is going to be located here. Lane alert, you can turn the lane alert on and off here unless the green light disappears. And then the regen, if you're driving in hot conditions and it's calling for regen on the dash cluster, you can hold this down and that'll burn off the diesel particulates. If you're constantly coming to light after light after light and it's calling for it here, it will automatically regen when you get to higher speeds. You can raise and lower the suspension height just by flipping the switch here. And then it's got a spot lamp. I think that's for outside. So those are some nice features with the M2106. We have air seats. You have rear air suspension. The seats do swivel. I think I've covered a majority of this one. If you guys out there have any questions on anything that I've missed, feel free to reach out to me. Yeah, my name's Grant Russell. Hope that was some help. This one's available. Again, early Christmas present. There's only like 10 days left. Is that right? I think 9 days left. So, hey, I won't see you guys till probably a couple of weeks from now. So Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year. Feel free to reach out anytime, 720-539-4711, or email me at grussell@transwest.com.